Lewis Hamilton, the 7-time Formula One champion, stated on Instagram that he'll no longer be accompanied by his physiotherapist and assistant Angela Cullen. Cullen's been working for Hinsta Performance, a Finnish personal training and fitness company, since 2015. In 2016, she began working with Hamilton, who has won 6 of his 7 drivers' championships with Mercedes. Was Lewis the initiator, as many speculate? Stay tuned as we dig deeper into what caused their split. Hamilton announced that he'd no longer be working with Cullen via Instagram, saying, "For the last 7 years, Angela has been by my side, pushing me to be the best version of myself. I'm a stronger athlete and a better person today because of her. So today, I hope you'll join me in wishing her the very best as she takes her next steps to pursue her dreams. Thank you for everything, Angela. I can't wait to see what the future has in store for you." Cullen also posted on her own Instagram and said, "Exactly 7 years ago on this day, I was standing in the F1 paddock for the first time at the Australian GP. Today, I'm excited to share I'm off on my next adventure. I'm so grateful and blessed to have had this incredible journey in Formula One. And I know my story will continue. Thanks to the MB team, Mercedes-Benz team, who have been my family for the past 7 years. And at Lewis Hamilton, you GOAT! It's been such an honor and pleasure to stand alongside you. I'm so proud of everything you've achieved. Thank you for supporting me, believing in me, and showing me the limitless potential that we all have within us. I'm so excited to watch the next chapter for you. There's nothing you can do. Don't stop believing." Life's journey is just one big wave. Keep riding. Dream big, as dreams do come true. Forever by your side, still we rise. According to Hamilton, Cullen is ready to say goodbye to the incredibly challenging role that comes with the Formula One lifestyle. Cullen has been a member of Hamilton's inner circle for 7 years. Naturally, speculation and hearsay arose right away after the news, but Hamilton has clarified that it was just a case of Cullen seeking a change of scenery after spending so many days, weeks, and months away from family and friends over the years. "It's an incredibly challenging role, I think, for anyone in those positions," Hamilton told Sky F1 ahead of the Australian Grand Prix weekend. "It's a lot of traveling and a lot of time away from your family. And you grow incredibly close together. If you're at a dinner during your weekends and while you're traveling, it's usually you, your trainer or physio, your family, or whatever it may be. It's incredibly intimate in that sense. And you become great friends. Angela's living her life right now. She's got so many great ideas of things she wants to do. We talk and message pretty much every day. We're still going to go skydiving together, and we're always going to be in each other's lives. We're stuck with each other, unfortunately, or fortunately. We've been through thick and thin, so I'm grateful our relationship is as good as it is, and I think we've probably had one of the longest relationships in the sport. So I'm incredibly grateful for her, and I love her dearly," he added. In terms of potential successors, Hamilton appears to have other excellent contacts that will help him prepare for the future Grand Prix weekends. "One of the guys I got, for example, is Steve-O, who has been with me since my very first race with McLaren and is helping me out, as well as Santi," said Hamilton. If Hamilton's Instagram feed is any indication, his statements about Cullen are spot on. She recently disclosed that she went on an amazing paragliding adventure and that she aspires to pilot an F-16 jet fighter. Most F1 fans are aware that Angela is Lewis's physiotherapist, but her tasks also included managing his daily routine, personal logistics, food, sleep habits, travel arrangements, and more. More surprisingly and significantly, Angela is always available to provide Lewis with emotional support and to assist him in maintaining the best possible frame of mind. So it's no surprise, really, that the Briton characterized her as one of the greatest things that's ever happened to him in 2020. People for sure won't understand it, naturally, because they see it from a distance, but she has been one of the greatest things that's happened to me in my life. I've been fortunate to work with a lot of people, and she's the single hardest working woman that I get to be around," Hamilton said. "She's focused, selfless, and she makes my weekends peaceful. Every day I wake up, whatever time it is, she's just positive. Never a single day has she been negative, so that's very, very important." Hamilton went on to describe how he came to realize he needed a person like Angela in his life. When you come into Formula One, there's this whole idea of physios, but a lot of them, or some of them, are just trainers. They still take on the title physio, but a physio is a physiotherapist. And for years, I've always had a male trainer, but I noticed that I was always having different problems. I'd have muscle tightness in my neck, or I'd have problems with my lower back, or glute, or whatever it might be, and my trainer could never fix it. So you just have to deal with it through the weekend. And I was like, this doesn't make sense. I don't need to train on the weekends. So I was like, I need to find a physio. Angela had done a bit of work on me back home, so I spoke with her and asked her, "Would you like to come on the road with me?" And little did I know we would have the greatest partnership, concluded the Briton. We already know a lot about Hamilton, but who's Angela? Cullen is a talented athlete in her own right. Angela was born on August 5th of 1974 in Devonport, Auckland, New Zealand. She was drawn to athletics at a young age because she was born in New Zealand. "I was born and grew up in New Zealand, famous for outdoor activities," Angela said in an interview with her employer, Hinsta Performance. "I've always had a passion for all sports. I was hugely competitive and got involved in everything from netball, soccer, cricket, volleyball, basketball, to swimming athletics. If there was a sports team, I wanted to be a part of it. But it was field hockey that I represented New Zealand in from the ages of 15 to 21. This was my first introduction to high-performance sports and human performance." Her love of sports ultimately led her to her current occupation as a performance coach. Being hugely competitive, she'd always loved the challenge of getting the best out of herself, which was soon to translate into getting the best out of others. She said, "During school, I loved maths, sciences, and the practical nature of subjects such as physiology, anatomy, and physics. So when I started university, a degree in health science and physiotherapy was a natural choice." Because Lewis and Angela clearly have a tight connection, it's reasonable for spectators to wonder if their relationship is more than just a professional connection and friendship. However, there are no romantic ties between the two. Although Angela is very private about her personal life, it's known that she's married and lives in the French Alps with her husband, a cycling instructor, and their 2 children, a son and a daughter. Pete McKnight, Hinsta's performance director of coaching and sports science, explains the quirky charm her private life adds to her relationship with Lewis. "There's also something odd about it," McKnight said. "A woman in her mid-40s with a family at home, 2 young kids, and then there's this mid-30s racing driver. It might seem like a really weird match, but it just works," he added. Angela's adventures can be followed on her Instagram feed. She joined the platform in 2018 and currently has over 559,000 followers. Lewis and Angela have identical tattoos. They're said to have the word loyalty tattooed on their wrists. The matching tattoos show how much of a trust that both of them have towards each other. Kim Illman, a paddock photographer, confirmed this. "She's loyal to Lewis. So loyal, in fact, that on her wrist she has loyalty tattooed, like Lewis has on his wrist. The inner circle is loyal to each other. One of her roles is to get Lewis on the track. Sometimes she even has to act as a bodyguard for Lewis. She's been in the field of sports for some 25 years. She's his PA, his driver, his performance coach, his confidant, and his friend. It's her role to eliminate all the distractions for Lewis over a race weekend. So for 4 days, she's with him almost every minute of those 4 days," said Illman. What are your thoughts on the split? Is it the 7-year itch, which is a widely held opinion with some scientific support, that satisfaction in a marriage or long-term relationship drops around 7 years? This occurs not only in interpersonal relationships, but also in scenarios such as working a full-time job or owning a house. That could be a legitimate reason, but who knows? Let us know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for the latest in Formula One news. Broom broom and ka-chow! I was told that that would be a cool and hip way to end this, and that it would get all the people hucking, yucking, and subscribing, so get to it!